فمأساتي التي أحيا نصيبي فمأساتي التي أحيا نصيبي من مآسيكم. أناديكم أشد على أياديكم وأبوس الأرض تحت نعالكم وأقول أفديكم. أناديكم أشد على أياديكم وأبوس الأرض تحت نعالكم وأقول أفديكم. أنا ما هنت في وطني ولا صغرت أكتافي. أنا ما هنت في وطني ولا صغرت أكتافي. وقفت بوجه ظلامي يتيما عاريا حافي. أنا ما هنت في وطني ولا صغرت أكتافي. وقفت بوجه ظلامي يتيما عاريا حافي. أناديكم أشد على أياديكم وأبوس الأرض تحت نعالكم وأقول أفديكم. أناديكم أشد على أياديكم وأبوس الأرض تحت نعالكم وأقول أفديكم. حملت دمي على كفي وما نكست أعلامي. حملت دمي على كفي وما نكست أعلامي. وصنت العشب الأخضر فوق قبور أسلافي. حملت دمي على كفي وما نكست أعلامي. وصنت العشب الأخضر فوق قبور أسلافي. أناديكم أشد على أياديكم وأبوس الأرض تحت نعالكم وأقول أفديكم. أناديكم أشد على أياديكم وأبوس الأرض تحت نعالكم وأقول أفديكم. أناديكم 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 أناديكم.
كل يوم الطفل في المغارة وأمه مريم وجهان يبكيان. الطفل في المغارة وأمه مريم وجهان يبكيان لأجل من تشردوا، لأجل أطفال بلا منازل، لأجل من دافع واستشهد في المداخل، واستشهد السلام في وطن السلام، وسقط العدل على المداخل. حين هوت مدينة القدس تراجع الحب، وفي قلوب الدنيا استوطنت الحرب. وحين هوت مدينة القدس تراجع الحب، وفي قلوب الدنيا استوطنت الحرب. الطفل في المغارة
الغضب الساطع آت، الغضب الساطع آت،
الغضب الساطع آت وأنا كل إيمان. الغضب الساطع آت سأمر على الأحزان.
الغضب الساطع آت،
وأنا كل إيمان.
الغضب الساطع آت،
سأمر على الأحزان من كل طريق بجياد الرهبة، من كل طريق occupation no more. 5, 6, 7, 8. Smash the settler Zionist state. Smash the settler Zionist state. Smash the settler Zionist state. Brick by brick. Wall by wall. Zionism will fall. Brick by brick. Wall by wall. Israel will fall. Brick by brick. Wall by wall. Imperialism will fall. There is only one solution. Intifada revolution. There is only one solution. Intifada revolution. Intifada, intifada. Long live Intifada. Intifada, intifada. Globalize the Intifada. One solution. Revolution. One solution. Revolution. One solution. One solution. One solution. One solution. One solution. Revolution. Gaza, Gaza, you will rise. Palestine will never die. Gaza, Gaza, you will rise. New York is by your side. Gaza, Gaza, you will rise. The people are by your side. Resistance is justified. When people are occupied. Resistance is justified. When people are colonized. New York, make some noise! We're going to start our programming very shortly, but first we're going to have the call to prayer, and we're going to pray right now.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله. أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة. حي على الصلاة. حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا
Welcome to the reign of the Mahdi.
We're going to be praying under the arch, inshallah. If you want to pray, please come under the arch.
Stop it, dude. Make it stop.
standing up and raising our voices to say we will stand with the people of Gaza, with the people of Palestine, no matter what the conditions. We know right now that the people who are facing genocide are also facing cold. They're also facing the rain, but they're intense if they're lucky. They're being completely flooded out. They're being completely starved out. They have almost no sense of humanity being given to them by the countries who are blocking the aid, sending the bombs, and facilitating the murder of tens of thousands. So those who are supporting this Zionist genocide hope that we are ground down. They hope that we remain quiet. They hope that after months that we become tired of coming out. Are we tired? No! Are we tired? No! They hope that after months and months of coming out that we'll be demoralized, that we will not want to raise our voices. Are we demoralized? No! Are we demoralized? No! Of course we are demoralized because we are drawing our strength from the millions of people in Palestine who are standing up against unbelievable odds and whose will cannot be broken, whose resistance cannot be broken. Palestine will never die. We want to bring you today a number of fantastic speakers that have helped keep this movement going for months and months to keep fighting this genocide. I'd like to start by bringing to the stage Miriam from the Palestinian Youth Movement.
المجد والخلود لشهدائنا الأبرار والنصر لشعب فلسطين. Glory to our martyrs and victory to the people of Palestine. Every day, the genocide on Gaza continues without pause or interruption. Every day, we wake up to a new horror. Every day, another massacre. Every day, we watch the Zionist enemy wage its war of annihilation against the Palestinians of Gaza. Murder, torture, collective punishment, famine. These are Zionist crimes, the true face of 100 years of colonization, aided and abetted by our own government. And today, millions across the entire world are marching for Gaza. We march for a permanent ceasefire. We march to lift the siege on Gaza. We march to demand aid be allowed into Gaza. We march for our prisoners held in Zionist jails and resisting their captors. And we march for our martyrs to honor their sacrifice. And it is critical now, more than ever, that we march for all the people of Palestine to end the occupation once and for all. There is no more time for us to waver. Every single day moving forward, we have to build this movement. Because right now, we're in a critical moment. The scumbag politicians, the criminals who choose to spend our taxes on war rather than education, healthcare, and housing, they're feeling the pressure more than ever. So it is our task and our duty to make their support for Israel absolutely unsustainable. And here in New York City, we're in the finance capital of this grotesque country. This is where the ruling class profits from the industry of war. This is where millions of dollars are funneled to Zionist settlements, where Zionist institutions make their home in the empire. And this is also where hundreds of thousands of New Yorkers are taking a stand on the right side of history. It's been 5 months now of non-stop mobilization, of building this movement, of shifting the consciousness of this entire country. And comrades, today we're proving that we will continue for as long as it takes. Today we show that we're not just a group of people that will stay home when there's a ceasefire. No, comrades, we're here to demonstrate our eternal commitment to the Palestinian cause. Our eternal commitment to the cause of anti-imperialism. Because this moment is a turning point of world historical significance, and we must seize it, and we must create the conditions for revolution. There can be no going back to what we thought was normal before October 7th, because October 7th shattered the imperialist world order. It gave us an opportunity to advance our struggle, and this moment is only the beginning of our struggle. In our fight, we draw strength from the revolutionaries who came before us. And what of the history of our struggle taught us? What of 100 years of Palestinian resistance taught us? There are innumerable lessons: internationalism, steadfastness, discipline, courage, comradeship. But there's another simple lesson that's critical. What we learn time and again from our revolutionaries is this: that we must know who we are, we must know who is on our side, and we must know how to identify our enemy. What we learn from our revolutionaries is that there have always been people like us. There have always been people like the people of Gaza. There have always been the free people of the world. And we are the forces of liberation and justice. And we struggle because we refuse to accept these depraved conditions. And what we also learn is that there has always been an enemy. And our enemy right now is clearer than ever. Our enemies are the forces of imperialism and capitalism, of Zionism and colonization. These comrades are the morbid forces who cling to their power and to their bottom line through death and devastation. Our history of resistance teaches us that knowing our enemies and our comrades will give us the clarity to carry the struggle forward. And with this clarity, we know it is imperative to stand together. It is imperative to be united in this struggle and to be committed to it every single day of our lives. Because if we don't do this, comrades, then we are no better than our enemies. And it is in this struggle between us and our enemies that we will shape the course of history. Just take a look around you and you will see the brilliance of our strength. You will see the brilliance of our unity. Every contingent here, every organization here, every individual who came out in the rain for Gaza, we're part of a global movement that's bringing the imperialist order to its knees. And we are driven by great love for our people. We are driven by love for each other, for our martyrs, but we are also driven by great rage. Because it is rage against our enemy, against our conditions, that makes complacency impossible. Our love and our rage are a refusal of these conditions. They're a refusal of this diabolical system. And they are a demand for liberation. And we will accept, comrades, nothing short of victory. Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! From the river to the sea! From the river to the sea! Palestine will be free! Palestine will be free! From the sea to the river! From the sea to the river! Palestine will live forever! Palestine will live forever! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! Our next speaker is from an organization that has been mobilizing and organizing and educating the city of New York for the past several years. Please help us welcome Palestine and Auda.
Just when we thought the Zionist state could not get any more bloodthirsty than this, they kill over 100 starved Palestinians as they ran to an aid truck. Bloodthirsty terrorism. This is northern Gaza, where they're desperately seeking food, where humanitarian aid has been cut off, where they've resorted to eating animal feed for nearly 2 months to survive. Then Israeli tanks have the nerve to run over the dead and injured bodies. We have Israeli snipers targeting children seeking water. We have babies dead in their incubator following the Zionists cutting off electricity. They even bulldoze and desecrate cemeteries as they don't want to see our martyrs at rest. The list can go on, but just know this Nazi behavior is nothing short of sadism, all financed by the U.S. tax dollar. Zionism is a death cult, bloodthirsty for Palestinians. It's a danger to Palestinians, a danger to all who are targeted by U.S. imperialism, a danger to money-hungry politicians who've sold their morality to it, and overall a danger to humanity. We must dismantle Zionism and all institutions of settler colonial supremacy. To only support Palestinians and our freedom when we're crying over the dead bodies of our loved ones, but not when we are decolonizing and resisting. That is not supporting Palestine or our liberation. We must resist, and the Palestinian resistance will free us all. We are nearly 150 days into the genocide, and like every Ramadan, we know the Zionist entity will escalate its aggression. We cannot get tired. We need to further strengthen our efforts. Every single person needs to intensify their efforts in every direction, in every sector of the movement. Union labor organizers, healthcare workers, students, grassroots, legal work, faith leaders, all social and national liberation. This is the time to expand their organizing. This is the time to think outside the box. This is the time to re-energize and come back stronger than ever. We can continue to chant, shut it down, but how are you going to leave today and truly shut it down in every sector you're in? By being here today, you've shown the world that you won't be quiet as these atrocities continue. You need to come out every day in any way you can. Palestinians are losing their children, their parents, their limbs, their lives. We need you to be louder than ever. Enough is enough. We will resist and we will return. The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated.
United will never be defeated.
The people united will never be defeated.
All right, give it up one more time. I just want you to know that as we gather in our thousands here today, and it is thousands, we can see them, you are not alone. There are thousands marching in Malaysia right now. There are thousands on the streets of Manchester, England, tens of thousands in Havana, Cuba, thousands in Venezuela. There are dozens of cities around the world who are standing up to say free, free Palestine, and we are with them here in New York City. Next, I want to bring to a stage someone who is not only has a platform, but is using it to show solidarity with the Palestinian people, come what may. I want to bring to the stage Susan Sarandon.
Thank you, and welcome all you soggy people. Napoleon said, and this is Napoleon Bonaparte, not the Napoleon Dynamite. He said, war is when the government tells you who your enemy is. Revolution is when you figure it out for yourself. And we know who our enemy is. Our enemy is hate. Our enemy is racism. Our enemy is colonization. Our enemy is greed. And our enemy is silence. The silence of those who look away when you see crushed children, starving babies, wailing mothers, fathers digging through the rubble to try to find their families. This is unacceptable. Now, disrupting the narrative of the powerful, fighting for justice can be lonely work. It can be exhausting, but nothing compared to what is happening in Gaza, in Rafah, for the Palestinian people that have been going through this for 75 years. Speaking inconvenient truths can lose you your livelihood. It can lose you friends. It may lose you family. But I want you to look out now at this sea of umbrellas and people here, because we are your family. You are not alone. As he said, there are hundreds more across Manhattan, hundreds of thousands across the United States, millions globally who are standing for Palestine, for justice, for a ceasefire. Millions of people who will keep showing up, who will keep organizing, who will keep speaking out, who will be loud. And we must embrace each other and thank each other and encourage other people to be brave and come out for what will ultimately be proven to be on the right side of history. No one is free until all of us are free. Free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Long live Palestine!
Long live Palestine!
You know, it's important that we recognize we are not the minority, we are the majority. 67% of people in this country are demanding a ceasefire. More and more institutions are standing up every day. Perfect. More and more institutions are standing up every day, from the faith community, the United Auto Workers, unions across this country. We are not a minority, we are a majority. Next, thank you for clapping there, yes. Next, I want to bring here to the stage Brian Becker from the Answer Coalition.
Sisters and brothers, in a few hours, all of us, or almost all of us, will go home. We'll go inside. It won't be raining. Presumably it'll be warm. Presumably we'll have food. But in a few hours, the people of Gaza will be just as they are right now, whether it rains, whether it's cold, whether there are bombs and missiles being dropped on them. They do not have a home. And that's why we're here today.
Yes.
If you see a genocide and do nothing, as Aaron Bushnell told us,
Yes.
you are complicit with genocide, and we will not be complicit. What a disgrace. This morning, the New York Times said and had a story and that was without me even telling you what they wrote. They had a story that Biden has airdropped 58,000 meals to 1.5 million people in Gaza. 58,000 meals. I want to give you another fact. Since October 7th, the United States government has shipped 28,000 bombs and missiles to Israel to drop on those same people. Since October 7th, the Biden administration has sent 55,000 long-range artillery shells to kill those same people in Gaza. The Biden administration has dispatched targeting teams, Americans in uniform, who are helping to select the targets so that the Israelis can drop those bombs and missiles on the people of Gaza. This is not Netanyahu's war. It's Biden and Netanyahu's war. It's their genocide. It's their genocide. And the people who commit genocide should stand trial like the Nazis at Nuremberg. No matter how much it rains, no matter how cold it gets, we are going to stay right here. We're going to stay here every day. We're going to march. We're going to say to the Biden administration, this is it. The American people reject you and stand with the people of Palestine. Free Palestine.
From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. I know it's hard for you a lot of the sea because you have your umbrellas, but I have to tell you, it looks like almost all of Washington Square Park is filling up with thousands of people from the New York area. Saying Palestine must be free, and that Palestine will be allowed to live, it will be liberated, it will be free, the political prisoners will be let out of their jails and their dungeons. It doesn't matter how much cold or rain, and it doesn't matter how much they try to stop the Palestinian people, our resistance cannot be stopped. But we know that we have to continue to tell the stories of what's taking place on the ground in this genocide in Gaza so we can spread the word and build the resistance. And we're honored to have speaking next Lana, who will bring us some of the voices and experiences on the ground. Lana, please.
Hello, everyone. Let me bring this down. Sorry, I was asked to cut my speech from 7 minutes down to 3, so unfortunately I won't be able to give you the details, or as many. But my name is Lana, and I am a nurse. For me, the past 147 days have been a relentless campaign for justice in Gaza. I've attended multiple protests. I've been meeting with politicians in D.C. I've been spreading the word on social media. I was doing everything I could to tell the world that what was happening in Gaza was not okay. But I still felt like I needed to do more. So last month, I found myself in the most miserable place on earth, Gaza. As a recently returned medical mission nurse, I stand before you not only as a nurse, but also as a witness to the pain, suffering, destruction, and the systemic breakdown of the healthcare infrastructure. The current crisis in Gaza and the potential for a ground invasion of Rafah is an international humanitarian crisis. As I was beginning to enter Rafah from the Egyptian side, I witnessed what seemed to be a clear violation of international humanitarian law, which is the obstruction of critical relief supplies. I saw thousands of aid trucks parked alongside the road for miles. The number of trucks allowed in has significantly been reduced to 50 trucks a day on a good day from 500 trucks a day. It takes me back to a moment when we were suturing a 5-year-old patient of civilians. Sorry. Oh my goodness, sorry. This rain is ruining. These actions have resulted in the starvation of their suffering. What is suffering? According to the Geneva Conventions, the purposeful suffering of civilians is a war crime. I've also witnessed preventable and inexcusable deaths due to infections simply because the antibiotics that are trapped in those backloaded trucks were restricted from entering Gaza. So those who succumb to sepsis because they could not get access to life-saving antibiotics are victims of war crimes. With that said, I went into Gaza and I naively thought that I could cure some of their wounds. I was really down on myself. So one day I was talking to my friend and she said, Lana, those hundreds of patients you took care of, they felt cared for and they felt seen. And that's victory. Although I do not consider the medical part part of my medical mission trip successful, I do feel comfort in knowing that I did show them that amidst the hell, humanity still exists. And that is what I carried back home. It wasn't a cure, it was simply knowing that someone in Palestine felt cared for by an American nurse. I may not have been a hero, but I was a witness. And as a witness to these war crimes at time, I promised myself that I would try my damn best to. So this one's for you, little girl. All right. New York, I want your chants to be felt all the way to the people in between the river and the sea. In honor of our late service member, Aaron Bushnell.